How freaking cool is it for a company to send you shirts that are black so that it doesn't interfere with your green screen? I mean, that's awesome. Thank you, Boya. Hello, everybody. My name is Sam K, and I'd like to welcome you guys back. Now, I know I've been gone for a while, guys, and you guys know that there's a reason why I've been gone for a while. There's always a reason. And there's going to be videos, so we're not going to talk about it here. But we're back. Here we are with a brand new microphone. And today we are reviewing this. The BOYA BY-WM3T2-U. Now, for full clarity, Boya did send me this microphone for review, free of charge. That's how I also got my brand new shirts. However, it will not affect my review at all. Any positive negatives of the entire situation, I will go ahead and make note of. Let's go ahead and jump into what you get in the box. Firstly, you're going to get one receiver that plugs into your phone. You're going to get two transmitters to place on your subjects. You get two USB-C to USB-A cables. You get two foam wind caps that are meant to cover the tops of the transmitters like so. You get some documentation, you get a warranty card, you get some stickers, and you get a qualified certificate placard. All right, and as I mentioned, this actually is a smartphone and particularly Android based until, you know, Apple gets on the USB-C trend. They did say that they're going to be, you know, jumping on it very soon. Come on, Apple, get with it. USB-C, it's the way of the future. So as far as specs are concerned, it has a frequency response of 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, a signal to noise ratio of 77 decibels, a sensitivity of -42 decibels, a bit depth of 16 bit, a sampling rate of 48 kilohertz, a transmission range of 50 meters. It has an omni-directional polar pattern. It also has a 95 milliamp per hour battery capacity. Pretty impressive for something this, you know, this big. So let's talk about the physical description. Now, I do actually have a pre-release version of this, so they may have changed a few things in the design. I imagine that they may have changed this logo slightly. I know that they typically go with this blue logo or a white logo. I'm not sure. But I do have, because I do have the pre-release version of it. It even has like QR codes all over it. They're on here, and they're on the one that I'm wearing right now. So, yeah, I can't say for 100% certainty the looks and aesthetics. However, I can say the build quality. So it is a plastic body, but it feels like really good, high quality plastic. It's a matte finish, which I really like. And since these are going to be, you know, stuff that you're going to be using outside, as opposed to, you know, this, where I was talking about this in the last Tuesdays with K, this is probably going to be something better for a studio setup. So having a glossy finish on the front with that LCD right inside of there works perfectly fine. But I like that this is matte, has a nice rough and tough exterior. I actually like that they went with plastic instead of metal, because metal would have increased the weight significantly. But like I said, it does feel like, here, like that's really good plastic. As far as the connections, I did not notice any weirdness whenever I was, you know, testing this out. All the USB-C ports seem to be very sturdy. No wiggle room at all. Whenever I put in, there's no wiggle room. The cables it comes with are just USB-C to USB type A cables. Pretty basic, you know, just meant to get a charge going on these things. The only design that I think is a little bit, it could have been gone a little bit better, are these foam wind caps. I would have liked to see slightly thicker foam, and maybe, you know, a different, maybe instead of having two of these foam wind caps, you could have one foam wind cap and one ball dead cat windscreen. That way, if you had heavy winds and stuff, you're outside, you can deal with that. But, you know, minor gripe, these are complimentary items. most, trust me on this, most lavalier mics don't come with these anymore. And I'm just like, why? So I have the microphone in front of me right now. I am currently talking at it. So I'm going to go ahead and spin it around to test out its polar pattern. It does say that it has an omnidirectional polar pattern, pretty standard for, you know, a lavalier microphone. They typically go for the omnidirectional because that capsule is really, really tiny. So getting the best quality possible, they go for omnidirectional. Cardioid lavaliers, whew, they sound rough and they're large. So yeah, I'm now talking into the front of the microphone. I'm now talking into the side of the microphone. I am now talking into the back of the microphone. I am now talking to the other side of the microphone. I'm now talking at the top of the microphone where the little grill is. I am now talking to the bottom of the microphone where the USB-C port is. Alright, this is not going to be pleasant, so I'm actually hold it out to about here while I do this. It's going to be the Plosive Test. So pop goes the weasel, pippity pop, seashells by seashore. Pop goes the weasel, pippity pop, seashells by seashore. And then I'll do a pop test with it on my, you know, lapel. Pop goes the weasel, pippity pop, seashells by seashore. Pop goes the weasel, pippity pop, seashells by the seashore. Alright, so I can't actually test the background noise rejection. Unfortunately, this is not a fault of the microphone. The software that I use is a little bit too basic. It can't turn up the microphone. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to amplify it in post, let you guys listen to see what kind of background noise this generates. So let me go ahead and be quiet. Alright, and I'm going to do the infamous clicky and typey test. I'm going to click on my keyboard, type on my mouse, the other way around actually. I'm going to type on the keyboard, click on the mouse. Wow. And we're going to see how much my voice versus how much the keyboard noise it picks up, and yeah. So I'm now banging on my keyboard, just going ham at it. If for whatever reason you decided to do this right in the middle of your video, where you're just doing a talking head. Now for that good old WASD spacebar R key, clicking the mouse and, you know, doing the gamery stuff on the keyboard. So you guys can hear how much my voice versus how much keyboard noise it picks up. Alright, and like last video, I do want to do a simulated noise test or simulated wind. So I'm going to very lightly blow across the top, and I'm going to test it with and without this little windscreen. So now more aggressive if you had heavy winds like we do here in Texas. Alright, with the little windscreen. Alright, so what are my overall thoughts and conclusions? Firstly, I have to say, I like the tone that comes out of this microphone. Really nice. Feels very flat. Maybe a little bit of a presence boost to help offset, you know, some of the issues that come with lavalier microphones sounding boxed off. Some of them introduce a minor presence boost. Nothing too egregious though. I didn't notice any kind of, you know, sibilance or anything like that. The other thing, I do think that it is at least decent at rejecting the wind noise with one of these on there, if it's light wind. If you do have some heavier wind though, I'd recommend either tucking this underneath a jacket or a shirt or something along those lines. I get why they couldn't include one of those dead cats. I would have loved to see them try to, you know, do some crazy engineering stuff, but the form factor of these little guys is, you know, it's meant to be very smooth, very sleek looking, and the idea of it is meant to, you know, kind of encapsulate this just aura of not being super intrusive, basically. This way you can mic up a couple subjects, record it directly to your phone. You're recording, you know, some sort of documentary or something like that. Mic up a couple subjects, record on your camera, sync it in post. Voila. Now, the other thing that I do think is worth noting is that it does have a 50-meter range. Now, I'm not sure if this is 50 uninterrupted meters or if it's 50 meters just in general. If it's 2.4 gigahertz, it's likely 50 uninterrupted meters. So what uninterrupted means is there is no barriers, no electrical wires, no metal, no sheetrock between you and the transmitter. I'm sorry, the transmitter and the receiver. Usually whenever it's uninterrupted meters, it's roughly half of that if you have a lot of stuff in the way. Sheetrock, electrical wires, you know, the business on the wall. It's roughly half that, so I'm gonna say 25 interrupted meters. So you could shoot somebody through a glass door or a glass, you know, window, something along those lines, and it come out perfectly fine. All right, so I think that about does it for this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I want to thank everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for the video where I'm gonna be talking about where the channel is going in the future. And check out these awesome videos that you'll see on your screen, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.